Commencing fishing. Report failed. Catch confirmed. Complete.
Hello, hello, hello! I am Kasasagi Usagi, and I am here with more NieR Automata. We are going into the next one of these big thingamajiggers.
There's something written here, too.
It reads Soul Box.
We're gonna go back and to do one of these things and whatever. Unlock the thing to do the thing, all while having a deep, dark desire to kill A2. That's just what this little boy's going through. Mind if I do? Need dozens and dozens of those.
No enemy?
Oh boy. Let's try that again, but like better. I got hit in some dumb way. Oh boy, it's been a minute.
Oh, I get it. I have to break the system protection before I can reach the core. Huh. So that's how it works.
As a reward for trying to understand machine life forms via frequency, we have a special...
Now they're just messing with us.
Congratulations! As thanks for all the android requests you completed, we have a special present for you.
Ooh.
Oh my! Look at all the machine life forms you've murdered. Such dogged persistence is worthy of a special present.
That sword is one of the special ones. One of the black and white swords. Faith. There it is. Oh, I guess it's not. No, those are always called like cursed, what have you, and cruel, and yeah, virtuous, cruel. Virtuous or cruel. Yeah, okay. Faith is not one of those. My mistake. That was dumb. Oh, that was also dumb. Oh. I'm gonna get back into the cat. Oh dear. Well, we all have our place in the world, I suppose. And if I have to be a religious extremist murderer of robots, then
Analysis. There are 2 blocking devices on this floor. Proposal. Hack into all blocking devices.
that is simply what I must be. Yeah, bunny honey bun? I think I finally put an end to her gun wielding ways. She's finally done with that. Yeah, well, that is the American education system in a nutshell. But I do not believe she will throw a gun at herself. She will aim the gun at herself anymore. Oh, I screwed up. Did I? This boy don't got hops. I don't think that's how this works. Yeah, I did not think that's how that worked.
Hypothesis. This area should be investigated in order to meet the mission objective.
Oh, I see. Hiding behind the people. I'm not. I am not super familiar with Portal. I wish I was. Tower system outline. 022 port 0642423 tower system outline. The tower facility processes and computerizes resources sent by resource recovery units for use in its launch device. Made up of 256 strata, it can filter and compress information with a turbidity of less than 2,300 and have it recorded onto the payload in approximately 27 minutes and 32 seconds. Details regarding routes required for the digestion of androids are recorded separately. The allowed diversity learning error rate is 7.21%. The digestion.
That huge structure is some kind of launch platform. A structure that size could probably shoot something into space pretty easily. Oh. So this is some kind of cannon aimed at the human server on the moon?
Insufficient data. Cannot confirm or deny.
Damn it.
Analysis. There are 3 blocking devices on this floor.
Yeah, and I hack into all of them, right?
Listen, if you're gonna have an attitude about it, we'll simply do something else. Yeah. It seems like the aliens are real. So they probably actually didn't know. But then there was a point that was brought up that was like, why didn't the aliens just attack the moon? So maybe they did know? It's hard to say. I've really just deemed it. Let's see. Well, this is fine. Definitely won't slam into the walls. Okay. Ugh. I don't know if that should have got me. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I am sluggish on the reaction time today. Super not good. All we can do always try our best. I don't know. Like, there we go. Oi, oi, oi. Well, that was unsporting, gentlemen. Oh, I don't think so, though. Oh, let's try again. Not a great start or anything, actually. There we go. The following document details the final stages of Project Yorha. Note that this document has been marked with level SS confidentiality and should not be closed to any Yorha personnel, including the bunker commander. Black box. Each Yorha unit is equipped with a black box, an item created by reusing the core of a machine life form. As such, it could be said that the consciousness of Yorha units and machine life forms share the same structure. Said black boxes were installed after determining it would be inhumane to install standard AI in androids that are ultimately destined for disposal. For the record, malfunctioning black boxes have caused some Yorha units to turn hostile.
The Yorha black box circuitry. It's made from cores from the machines? That's... No, that can't be true.
All elevator controls unlocked. Proposal. Investigate the next area.
So what's the difference? Well, between a Yorhine and it's just the black box that's the same. Although that is the signal that lets people know that androids are alive.
What's going on here? My body. Those are my memories. But why? That's 2B's data. I know these are just memories. But still. No, don't. Don't do this. Damn it, stop! Stay the hell out of my goddamn memories! These belong to me and me alone! Get away from them!
This is stuff that Adam could do.
You're going down. They're mine! My memories! You hear me?
Hello! Our boy's gonna be just fine. I'm not even worried about it.
This is the current status of Unit 9S.
It's fucked.
Affirmative. His mental state has become dangerously unstable. Action must be taken immediately.
I noticed something while providing support to A2. Enemy machine lifeforms have begun sharing data with each other.
We'd better look into that.
I'll share the data with you, so see what you can find out.
Affirmative. I also have a separate report about 9S.
What is it?
I'll share the data. His psychological state has deteriorated to a grave level.
We'd better handle that quickly, too.
Agreed. Not sure what we should do, however.
Agreed. Proposal. Rest, combined with data checking and maintenance.
Agreed. I will make the suggestion immediately.
The pods are like, man, we should do something. If only we weren't pods.
Pod. Where's the next resource recovery unit?
Alert. NFCS failure. Speculation. Failure caused by intense combat and lack of maintenance.
Near field controls are down? Great.
Proposal. Overhaul system at resistance camp.
I don't have that kind of time.
Alert. Entering battle without a functioning sword constitutes an unacceptable risk. Unit 9S should have Devila initiate repairs at the resistance camp.
Shit.
I can't zoom? 9S, you worthless clunker. I hope I can get transported there. If I have to walk all the way like this. Yeah, it's very cool. He's lucid every now and then. Oh, that's how it always is. I guarantee it. I like that because you're an android, they can do all sorts of cool stuff with the UI and sound and everything when you're busted and whatnot.
Oh dear. What happened to you?
Wounded in battle. NFCS not functioning.
I'm amazed you were even able to drag yourself here. This is gonna take a bit, so just hang tight. This is terrible. Your motor cortex is full of holes. I can't believe you even managed to walk here. All right, you're all good.
Thank you so much, ladies. I don't care what anybody says. You are my favorites.
9S, I need you to promise me something. Don't die alone. I don't think 2B would want that either.
I know.
But I make no promises.
Pod. Mark the next resource recovery unit on the map.
Affirmative.
That little bastard almost ran over me. Wasn't that how whacked out his music was? He's coming back this way. Are you kidding me? A meal! Why is he going so fast? Oh, hey! Oh, shit. You got some good stuff today. Oh, okay. I want to grab...
Y'all come back now!
His music sounds so busted. Where are we going? Yeah. He's absolutely cracked right now. Where is this castle, right? Okay. I should actually teleport there. And I'll go the long way so that I can see if any of my weapons can be upgraded. Do I have any weapons that can be upgraded? Like all of them, actually.
Analysis. This part belongs to a machine life form.
Doesn't look like I'll need this.
I am not too bad. How are you?
Stand strong. Move. You'll pay for this, invaders. Don't let them take anything else from us. Leave our kingdom.
Oh, the Forest King! Went and done did it again. Now I didn't kill the Forest King the first time, but I would do it if need be. The way these people act, wild. Where are we going, Ines? Oh, it wasn't. Oh, it wasn't the forest at all. Oh, darn it. It's like, I don't know how to read a map. Looks like amusement park is the better option. Yes, much better. Didn't know there was one at the amusement park, or even by the amusement park. Oh shit. I'm super excited. I was sort of resigned. This is Final Fantasy stuff, but it's not spoilers. I was sort of resigned to the fact that I would not be raiding next year. And that's just the way it is. But we might be getting something together, and for that, I'm pretty jazzed about. genuinely trust the people that I might be getting together with. And there's talk about like streaming it and stuff. And I could stream my raid frog would be absolutely the bee's knees.
Hello. This is the Resource Recovery Unit. Now activating defense mode.
Over and over.
It's definitely something. But it's very satisfying.
That language again.
This reads God Box.
God, huh? What are these machines doing talking about gods?
Very much looking forward to it. Nothing might happen, but if it does, I would be overjoyed. I don't know how raid is over on your side, the EU
Pod,
side.
why did the machines attack Pascal's village? Aren't they all the same?
Unknown.
Well, aren't you helpful?
Proposal. Unit A2 should gather further data on the current state of machine life.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services.
Huh?
We've got some very exciting news for everyone today. There's only one lock left to remove from the tower subsystem. And in order to retain you for your faithful patrons, whoever dismantles the final subsystem will earn a special prize. Good luck!
The hell was that?
Large structural unit of machine life form origin activated to the east.
A large what now? What the heck is going on around here?
Unknown.
Well, let's go check out this large structural unit.
I don't know how things are in the EU, but I know that NA wants for patients. And everyone is very unkind. Not so much that, like, so it's not like the WoW rating where people will kick you. People just leave, so it's very hard to get things off the ground. I have had people, like, disband parties because it's like, well, we didn't kill this fast enough. And I'm like, but we did kill it pretty fast, but it wasn't quite fast enough. So they, like, dismantle farm parties and whatnot. I'm looking for a map. Same one? Okay. Ingud. That's what I thought, but... Yeah. That sounds about right. I see.
Alert. Excessive combat activity will put unacceptable strain on your body.
Shut up!
Negative. This support unit is assigned to Yorha Unit 9S. As such, being concerned for said unit's well-being is a requirement.
Whatever.
Don't be mean to your pod. Oh, it's as bad as tab target. Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. Oh my goodness. Tanks are the biggest babies. Like, I don't know what else to say. We had a tank, because for this last tier in Shadowbringers, we had a tank. Well, we had to pull some, like, a couple of randos because we weren't a full squad, and sometimes on occasion, or at least for the beginning, one of those was a tank that we had to pull, and this paladin comes in and starts so the paladin invuln is very powerful, and it is very important because it's so good, but it also has a very super long cooldown. So, because of how long savage fights are, you usually only get to use it twice. So there's special moments in the fight when you're supposed to use them. And this guy was using his invuln to not do a mechanic, and then screwing up the other tank, because now the other tank has to like do the tank swap and stuff, and doesn't have the cooldowns for it, because that's not how you're supposed to do the fight. And we asked him, we were like, what the hell are you doing? And he's like, I'm doing the fight. And we're like, no, why are you using your invuln on something that's not a tank buster, first of all, and just an actual mechanic? And his response to that was, isn't that mechanic a tank buster? And we were like, oh, buddy. No, that's a mechanic that you're supposed to be doing and not getting hit by. Don't notice by the walls. No, it was constant just being a huge fucking problem. There was a bard? Oh, Jesus. And when you said pulling, I simply assumed it was the tank. That's even worse. DPS the pull makes me crazy. If the fight hasn't even started yet, then yeah, I agree. But if there have been a couple wipes, direction is usual. It can be genuinely helpful. I have noticed that when people do it without it being asked, or without any reason to, they don't actually know what they're doing. But beacons are helpful in various situations. If you've got new people that genuinely don't know where to go. 24-man specifically, I would say, when there's a lot of cluster. But if you're gonna put a beacon on yourself, you gotta know what you're doing.
Model 210. Operator? Oh no. So this operator model is...
Affirmative. Operator 210. Volunteer to undergo Type B equipment transition. Sent to front lines as Unit 21B. Recorded as missing in action 4 hours later.
No, she changed to help fight the machines and then got corrupted. But they all got corrupted anyway. Oh.
Operator!
Oh, jeez.
Coordinate data. Location specified. Please keep reserved. Mission related. One. Affirmation. Well. Supplies.
Shit.
Family to be with.
No!
No! Ugh. That's not a good look. A2. That's not gonna be appreciated.
A2.
2B told me. She told me she wanted you to become a good person.
You... Don't you dare talk to me about 2B!
Defying little shit.
Where'd he go?
Analysis. Your high Unit 9S is still alive. Query. Why would Unit A2 be concerned with the status of Unit 9S after turning on your hub?
Shut up!
Ugh. Pod 042. Contract initiated between Pod 042 and Pod 153. What is the matter, Pod 042? This protocol is not an interference intended for conversational use. Acknowledged. However, this pod has a confidential transmission for Pod 153. Understood. Begin transmission. An error has been detected in the transmission network between Pod 042 and Pod 153. Hypothesis. Said error is fragmented data caused by deterioration of the transmission environment. It may be so. However, it may also not be so. Message unclear. Clarification requested. After repeated information exchanges between multiple pods, an unexpected phenomenon has occurred. We pods have developed unusually protective feelings towards support targets to be A2 and 9S. Query: could this be our will? Unknown. The definition of will is unclear. Will is the question of whether pods are capable of their own self-determination. Even if it were possible, such actions cannot be abided. Successful mission fulfillment is all that matters. Whatever the case, we tactical support units have a duty to see this through to the end. Duty? You sounded like an android just there. Agreed. But just as androids are influenced by humans, so are we tied to our creators. Perhaps. Pod 153. Do not die. The concept of death has no meaning to tactical support units. However, your expression of concern is appreciated. I also hope that you do not die, Pod 042. Yeah.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete. Yorha Unit 9S. Activate. Good morning, 9S.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator Model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh. Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired. The required number of authentication keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Good.
Where's the sewer I throw myself into? There it is. Oh, I screwed up there. This is where I got a sword.
inconvenience. But locks on each sub-unit must be deactivated before accessing the main tower. Have a great day. Tower sub-unit access granted. Tower sub-unit access granted. Tower sub-unit access granted. Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We apologize for the inconvenience.
I see what's happening here. It's getting a little piece.
But locks on each sub-unit must be deactivated before accessing the main tower. Have a great day. Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the sub-units. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concerned over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way! Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies? Wait, you?
9S? We've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Devila? Bulbula? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside. We've got this, 9S. You just focus on hacking.
They should have played it a little straighter for a little bit longer. But it was good for what it was. The exact same scene all over again. But it was a touch rushed for my life.
You need to hack the tower lock open.
Devila, get off my dick.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit this self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing algorithm!
Devil and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devil! Right.
Devila!
I hope you don't regret this.
Oh no. The girls. Alert. Data records discovered for units Devila and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all, because our models, the Devila and Popola models, are defective. Record transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Ah! Watch out! Devila staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere. If sand gets into that thing, now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devila grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloody, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devila's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired. As expected, Wiring in the nerve century has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools, none of which is easy to find in the desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandages, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible, so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny, in a way, such trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devila's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. Pfft, they wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devila crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump. Just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay. I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If we were to fail. Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at night, we just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply, softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devila and Popola models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devila loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left, and yet she continues to smile, all so I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it, but then she smiled, and all of that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day, I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devila and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devila and Popola models, who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn we endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution. But in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister, Devila, met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet, and though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed. Everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I was simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devila and I left town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again, and it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march, because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devila and Popola were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devila being hurt. I wanted to shout at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devila. And for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devila? I'm alright, as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday. But we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert. A new camp. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Devila's leg. And yet I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and touch Devila's cheek. The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles, but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is. Because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race due to the discovery of its instability. The twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devila and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devila and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative. Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all. corrupted Yorha units.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going to love it.
I'm gonna kill you. Two B models?
I don't know, Sprightly.
I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am. I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you!
Well, I think I know who it is. When we replayed as 9S, during a lot of the cutscenes, there was a little girl in the background. And I think what we're hearing is, like, she wasn't there when you played as 2B. She's definitely there when you're 9S.
2B! 2B! Don't worry, I'm going to kill you now!
Alert. Enemies detected.
Still a few stragglers, huh?
Alert. The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Let's check it out.
Oh.
A2, right? We went ahead and opened the tower. 9S is already inside.
I see.
We 9S is already.
Opal is
I
gone.
see.
Say, did we manage to help?
You did.
We,
Oh.
9.
Sorry, girls.
I see. This is a Yorha corpse.
Hypothesis. The corpse is likely a result of Yorha Unit 9S's advance through the area.
Let's go. What's the purpose of this structure?
Unknown. Proposal. Gather additional data.
Someday I need to teach you how to be helpful.
He doesn't know what he doesn't know. Devil and Popola's library.
What's up with this place?
Hypothesis. It is a representation of a library.
What's that?
A library is a data storage facility constructed by past human civilizations.
I suppose we have to hack in to look at the data, yeah? Help me out, Pod.
Affirmative. Hacking interface access rights granted to Yorha Unit A2.
Peachy.
Atom storage unit, Eve storage unit, Yorha communications interception record, Yorha server record, human server establishment record, human heritage preservation record, tower system summary, tower subsystem summary, special units creation record, plant species preservation record, animal species preservation record.
This tower looks like a data gathering system for the machines.
019 port 056776. Human server records outline. Predicted human server infiltration route release. Dummy protection installation map. SG block. GI block. SF block. Genetic storage warehouse location information. Browsing restricted. Browsing restricted. Browsing restricted.
These records are from the human server on the moon. The machines hacked that deep into the system, huh?
Class 1 patient health record. Class 1 patient, Niona. Chest x-ray, no abnormalities. Heart echo, no abnormalities. C1, continuing chronic renal failure. C2, convulsive seizures in the diaphragm. C3, no vomiting. 4 milligrams luciferase. Preservation plan. The patient's condition makes further treatment impossible. A report will be submitted to the management committee detailing course of action in the event of the patient's death, focusing primarily on how that information is to be manipulated with respect to the original. As backup in the event of a sudden worsening in the patient's condition, she is to be assigned 5 additional doctors. Identification required.
Some records on old humans. Damn it, this is useless. There's too many of them.
This is where it puts... So this is where the trophies of bosses went. In the NieR Replicant / Gestalt. And this is where they are for us. Do I have a bronze statue for Eve? It does look like it. Woofa doofa. I think Eve's my only bronze. God damn it.
What's that? Operational summary of model number 2 in Project Yorha. This data.
I think I missed a room.
I can't stop. I have to keep fighting.
Alert. Virus detected in locomotion region. High probability that infection source is transplanted parts from corrupted units. Proposal. Hack into self and eliminate virus.
On it.
God, if only it was that easy.
Virus eliminated. 95% of functionality restored.
Oh, they ruined my little boy outfit. They really made me switch the glove. Forced to have it.
Yorha Unit 9S. Yorha Unit 9S. Welcome to the tower. Welcome to the tower.
You bastards!
Because you made it this far, we have a special announcement just for you.
We'll reveal it once you destroy all the machine life forms here.
This is, so because I only did the PowerPoint of Drakengard and we didn't actually play Drakengard, yeah, a little girl, Mana, who was the priest of the Watchers, wore a dress pretty much just like that, but the way her voice sounded was also just like that, where you could hear her little girl voice, but then you would also hear like this mangled male voice, which was the Watchers speaking through her. And the Watchers are the red-eyed. They turn those that have submitted to them, or willingly or unwillingly, into these red-eyed monsters incapable of anything but following their orders. It was the exact thing that took out humanity. The white coloration is simply Watcher. Hansel and Gretel are shades that have been put into big armors. They were people once. Brother and sister, presumably. Which is based on their name.
Now let us show you what we promised.
This is Project Yorha. That means all of us. To be...
Now you know everything. Do you still wish to fight?
Let's read that shit.
We are
Oh, I'll let them.
potential human personalities created within the machine network. We cannot be destroyed. You're Unit 9S. Your attack is meaningless. Your existence is meaningless.
Intel. The following materials document the final stages of the YorHub project. Note that this information is classified as level SS, meaning that it must not be disclosed to anyone involved in the YorHub project, including the commander of the bunker. Project 0301, Disposal of Yorha. The back door of the bunker has been set to open once the time approaches to switch to new models. When enough combat data has been collected, the bunker will be disposed of by having it deliberately attacked by machines. At this time, all materials regarding the Yorha project, including this document, will be lost, and falsification of the information that mankind still resides on the moon will be complete. That was all.
Keep them coming. I'll destroy them all. All of them.
What are you confused about, Sprightly? I will see what I can do to alleviate confusion. Oh. I would explain it, but I think I'm about to. So what happens, the basic timeline is the dragon, Angelus, and the beast are the cause the whole white coronation syndrome. They may create Project Gestalt. Replicant, you know all that. Popola and Devila models are sent to tons of cities to keep an eye on humanity. The Popola and Devila in Replicant / Gestalt fail in their mission and allow the original Gestalt, which was Brother NieR / Daddy NieR's model, to be destroyed. Therein damning all models because all the shades were answering to him because he was the head of the project. So he's gone. Humanity is destroyed. In a last-ditch effort to help humanity, Devila and Popola models send all the information that they have to the surface of the moon where something is created, and where the idea that humans are to be sent to the moon come from. Based on the information that we have, Adam and Eve models were created along with other android models that have already existed in the time of Devila and Popola, and start creating a sort of society. There's leaders. And with in a last-ditch effort, they decide to create this whole Yorha thing. But it seems like the Watchers, or whatever these the aliens, the machines, whatever you want to call them, during all of this, or I guess even before Yorha, the aliens slash Watchers came and corrupted everything. And then because the machine life forms are so deep into the android systems, they create this cycle, within the Yorha units where they fight and die, and then new models are made, and then those models are eventually destroyed, and they just keep rebuilding and collapsing this android society over and over and over and over and over again. That's not incorrect. This is way too small a room for you and I. Hell yeah, this is the room I wanted to go into. If the secret ending of NieR Route E is anything to believe, even though it was made after this, androids have been around for a very long time, and machines have been around for a very long time. Someone else, and I couldn't tell you who, has been a string puller in all of this, and I would dare say it's the Watchers.
Damn it!
Alert. Enemy hacking detected. Proposal. Retreat immediately.
Who are you?
Good to see you again, number 2. Or should we call you A2 now? This does bring back memories. Though to concepts like us, time has little meaning. Still, when we wiped out your forces, it made quite the impression on us. You're attacker model number 2. An experimental disposable group created as a test lab for Project Yorha.
Shut up!
You're an obstinate little android, aren't you? Didn't we say that you can't kill us?
Damn it!
use the enemy's logical learning function to formulate a weakness.
I don't know what that means!
This pod has serious concerns about Unit A2's cognitive abilities.
Shut up and explain it already!
Said strategy would interrupt the enemy's logic circuits, causing a computational delay.
Meaning what?
Do not destroy the enemy.
Huh?
Striking at the logic circuit requires a certain number of enemies to remain extant for a certain period of time.
Oh, what the hell?
Consciousness data saturation rate, 30%.
It's also very amusing.
Consciousness data saturation rate, 60%.
The androids the human race left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. The machine life forms the aliens left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. We resemble each other so, but we are networked, and thus we are superior to you.
Hypothesis. The enemy's defensive system is prompting an evolution of its logic.
Foolish androids. Why do you resist? All things end with accepting death, do they not?
Consciousness data saturation rate, 90%.
We are one, and yet we are many. We are finite, and yet we are infinite. We are the embodiment of the perfect being.
Hypothesis. The enemy has become aware of the diversity of life.
I see it. The light. We move on. Forward. To the future.
Consciousness data saturation rate, 100%. Hypothesis. The enemy's consciousness has begun to fracture.
We need more evolutionary pressure. If we allow this android to continue living, we can create even more hardship for ourselves. Overcoming the crisis this creates will present an opportunity for our kind to evolve even further. We disagree. This android is dangerous. It must be destroyed immediately. Those who would doubt our victory are enemies. Do you truly think you can win?
What the?
Analysis. The saturated consciousnesses are now in conflict with each other.
They're acting like humans.
Oh no! It's okay, Spring.
Is this thing seriously still kicking?
Speculation. It is driven by remaining data located within enemy servers.
I only know how to do
just
this
keeps
fight
going until I kill them all?
Oh.
We are. Let look. Androids. Bonds are lost. Someone, this hole. Fill in this hole.
This is messed up. What the hell is this thing going on about?
Analysis. It appears to be a leak of the enemy's past memories.
I did do a quick... I'm not gonna be able to explain it anymore, but... I did try and explain as best I could. I can go over it again, maybe in NieR chat. But like... After the alien invasion, it seems like the aliens slash machines hacked deep into the machine or the android sort of thing to the point that it's basically all one and the same. Because if you looked at the library index, Adam and Eve were made before even NieR was created. So it's all basically one and the same. And then the machines destroy. And it's not even the machines. The machines are being blamed for the whole androids, the bunker going down. This has not happened. This isn't the first time this has happened. They go in this cycle of destroying NieR, making new models to fight machines, and then over and over again. But the machines and the androids, it's all being done by the same people. It's interesting because the machines are trying so hard to be like people, and the androids are trying quite hard to separate themselves from people. But it's all basically the same. Doesn't seem to be a huge difference between machine and android, especially when you put Adam and Eve into the equation.
What is precious, lost, destroyed. So we destroy you too.
What's all this junk?
Speculation. It is a resource of some kind.
Used to make what?
Unknown.
So many tentacles.
At the stars, say a song, dedicate. Now, you are machines. You are machines. You are androids. You are androids. Usual enemies. You to fight. Why do you live? Why do we exist? I see light. The light. We will soar through the sky.
Shit. I had failed that, I probably would have died, actually.
Pod!
This tower is a giant cannon that's aimed at the human server on the moon. If we don't do something, all of humanity's remaining data will be destroyed.
So what? None of it matters. Or didn't you know? We aren't required in this world anymore. Humanity is extinct. That moon server you're so worried about was invented to give us androids something to fight for. And Yorha was created to perpetuate the lie. But in order to make sure no one ever learned the truth, we were designed to be killed. They built a back door in the bunker and programmed it to activate after a certain amount of time. The commander, me, 2B, sacrificial lambs. All of us. Isn't that hilarious? Doesn't it make you laugh?
9S, we...
Shut up! You killed 2B. That's all we need to kill each other.
2B hated to keep killing you. It caused her so much pain. The 9S type is a high-end model. They knew you'd discover the truth eventually. But the model designation 2B was just a cover. The official designation is 2E. Number 2 type E. They were a special class of members designed to execute Yorha units. But you knew that, right, 9S?
Shut up. Shut up! What do you know? You don't know anything at all about us!
Proposal. Cease combat. Fighting her at this point would be
Pod
irrational
153. I order you to halt all logical thought and speech. This order shall remain in effect until you confirm the death of either myself or Unit A2.
Oh, we're gonna do 8-2. Yes. I'm gonna obliterate this little twink. Oh, I've been hacked. Stop hacking me, you little bastard. You just stop hacking!
Acknowledged.
Pod, we're going to repair 9S's logic circuits.
Acknowledged.
Tell me where to find the virus corrupting 9S.
Affirmative. Yorha Unit A2. Core data for 9S is stored ahead. Alert. Severe virus corruption. Probability of successful deletion extremely low.
I think I know a way.
The idea under consideration is not recommended. This pod is a Yorha tactical support unit. As such, it cannot approve of actions that would damage its supported unit.
You're not so bad, Pod. You know that? I'll take care of everything. Pod. Take care of 9S.
What of you, A2?
I've still got something I need to do. You go ahead.
Acknowledged.
I'm sorry. I never quite realized how beautiful this world is. I'm coming, everyone. I'm coming.
And that's ending C. So we technically have two more. Technically. We'll finish this game next week for sure. What we're gonna do, I think on Tuesday, is go run around and grab all the other endings. And they're nothing. No, we have D and then we have E, and E is the true ending. No, yeah, so. Oh no! It's not so bad, but there is, like, especially in that last part, there's a lot of information coming at you, and we don't even have all of it. The most important thing to take away from all of this is that the Yorha system and the fight against the machines is a never-ending cycle. And the reason why A2 is stopping the machine, the cannon, from destroying the moon is because it would put an end to the cycle. And the cycle is kind of all they have. And so, if you recall, super early in the game, you know, 2B and 9S meet for the first time, and they know each other for about 10 minutes, and then she gets very emotional over his death. And then later on, at the end of Route B, she starts, or I guess it's technically her own route. At the end of Route A, she's like, why does it always end like this over and over and over again? It seems that 2B has retained her memory from these cycles starting over and over and over again. And because she is not technically a 2B, she is a 2E, an executioner model. Whenever 9S learns the truth, she has to kill him. And she has to kill him over and over and over again. It's why you were always sent out to kill your high units despite being a battle model. It is because you are in actuality an execution model. So whenever 9S started to learn the truth, she did have to kill him. And so, there has been this cycle, and if 9S continued on the path that he is currently on, it would destroy the moon, destroy the cycle, and then everyone is in fact dead for good. At least with the cycle, there seems to be a sense of rebirth, at least for 2B, as far as we know. Well, 2B and 9S anyway. And it's also, you continue the cycle because maybe it's not always going to end this way. Maybe something will change. It's actually, I wouldn't call it a trope. I guess it's a theme. It's actually one of my favorite themes in media, where you are stuck in a circle, but maybe it just takes one thing to break out of that circle. For better or for worse. I don't know what Deathloop is, but I just recently watched an anime that is exactly that, about breaking through fate in a constant doomed timeline. Oh, see, when they, Higurashi, when they cry, is about this very thing, about looping over and over and over again, history constantly repeating itself, and doing what you need to do to break that cycle. And if it's even possible to break that cycle. Okay. Chapter select can now be accessed from the title screen and access points. The debug menu can now be accessed by pressing right trigger and whatever that button is. Activating the debug menu will disable all functionality until you load any save data. You can now use the debug room. It can be accessed from the start menu. At the debug room, you can use the debug menu to freely place enemies. Heavy armor A, heavy armor B, camouflage goggles, A2 wig. Archive obtained, machine research report. The strange resistance woman has a new topic to talk about. Talk to her at the resistance camp to find out what it is. So, not including D and E, because we can't get those yet, I would like to fill in the rest of the letters, because there is one for every letter of the alphabet. Some F, I, J, L, N, O, P, Q, R, S, V, and X and Y. I will actually need to, because I have to jump around chapter select to try and grab all of those. They're very brief, but we'll fill out the entire alphabet. I think that is required anyway to get ending E. I'll have to double check. I don't think it's just getting ending D, but I can't remember. So we'll get all the rest of the letters. We will finish what's going on with Emil, because there is more to it. And we want to be with us for that anyway. And yeah. So I'm very excited. We will definitely finish next week, for better or worse. I don't see it taking 3 whole days. It depends on how some and how the Emil situation goes. Spelling the alphabet in robot blood, absolutely. But I'm very excited to see this to its conclusion. I have to remember. I'm gonna write this down for myself. I have to remember to turn back online play. That's very important. It turned itself off, and I never remember to turn it back on. But I'm quite a bit over time, so that's gonna be it for me today. I'm very excited to finish this game. I have no idea what we're gonna play after this. Um, it's tricky with Final Fantasy 14. And Majora's Mask's not gonna take too much longer either. Hum hum hum. I will come up with a conclusion. Um, we might play. We might do an old favorite of mine. Bust out my PS3. Ooh, that would be fun. All my PS3 controllers are garbage. Well, I'll figure it out. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a very lovely evening. I will be back with Pokemon Sword, the DLC content, Isle of Armor, or whatever the hell, at 3 p.m. EST tomorrow. So I hope to see you there. Otherwise, have a very lovely evening and take care. Goodbye. Goodbye.